Hey family, it's African Osora and Co. So you really these days in 2025 cannot make these things up. You just can't. So there was an incident, and I believe this occurred in 2023 where two black gentlemen were on a bus. Um, I I don't think it was a city bus. It may have been more like something like a Greyhound or something. But I'm gonna get into the story and read it to you guys. But anywho, they were asked or told, let me say told, by the driver that they had to sit at the back of the bus. Now, apparently, this driver did not request anybody else to move other than the two black brothers that were on the bus. He forced them to sit in the back of the bus. Okay, so let me read this story because I mean, we really can't make this stuff up. This stuff is happening every single day still in 2025. Yet they tell you get over slavery because they didn't own no slaves, but they still living like they owned slaves. Okay, so let me read this. The article is in the Atlanta Black Star, and it says, "We're not going back. White bus driver accused of reviving Jim Crow playbook after ordering black men to the back of the bus and threatening to call the cops on them. Now they're suing." 70 years after Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on a Montgomery bus, two black men say that they faced the same situation in Fargo, North Dakota, where the driver told them to move seats even though the bus was almost empty. Xavier Davis was heading home to Minnesota when a Jefferson Lines driver instructed him and another black passenger to move to the back. White passengers were allowed to sit where they wanted, he said. The driver threatened to call police when the two objected. Last week, as the 2 year anniversary of the incident approached, Davis filed a lawsuit in Hennepin County District Court accusing the company and the driver of racial discrimination. This is a true story that occurred in 2023, Davis told the forum at the time. I've seen it on TV, I've seen it in the history books, but I never actually had a white person tell me to go to the back of the bus. The driver didn't speak to anyone else to ask them to move, just Davis and the other black passenger, Jarvis Greenhill, who happened to board at the same time but was headed to a different city. Back in the day, that would have been okay, Davis said. Today, no. We're paying customers just like everyone else. The lawsuit follows a Minnesota Department of Human Rights investigation that found probable cause that Davis was singled out because of his race. In 1955, Rosa Parks took a stand and we are not going back, not ever again, said Davis's attorney, Sam Savage. They are refusing to take accountability, and the only thing we can do is make it right by awarding him full money justice. That's the only justice available. The incident occurred on July 13, 2023, when Davis boarded a Jefferson Lines bus in downtown Fargo with Greenhill. So, family, as you can see, and I'll stop it right there. uh, they never change their shenanigans. They consistently, continuously, on a permanent basis, make asses of themselves constantly. Because my thing is, if I'm running a business or if I'm an employee of said business, why would you risk losing your job, possibly even being sued by your company, because they're going to have to settle, uh, a lawsuit with these two gentlemen, and they may turn around and sue you. You're an idiot. I just don't understand what is wrong with some of these people. But see, family, this goes back to a leopard can never change his spots. Mhm. Especially when they're Caucasian and they have a history of uh doing so many things, against nature, against humans, against little people. It's just really ridiculous. So, this is what will continue to happen until something changes, which we hope and pray something will change very soon. But yes, so family, I mean, you have to be prepared out here in the United States when you're out and about, because that could have been a very dangerous situation. What if those young men, had declined and refused to do it? He was going to call the police, the slave catchers, and report them for not going to the back of the bus, which could have been escalated, and the situation could have really turned badly for those two. But I don't know what took them so long to file suit. They should have filed a lawsuit when it happened. Black people, the only thing these people understand is money. You must hit them in the pockets. So when things like this happen, okay, don't have a problem with getting an attorney. And if that first attorney doesn't want to take your story or your lawsuit, there will be one you will come across that will definitely take it. File lawsuits against these people. Sue them. Absolutely sue them. Make them have to go and file bankruptcy if you can. Do whatever is possible to really hurt them in their pockets, because this is the only thing that they understand. So, family, I thank you so much for joining me for the video. Again, like, share, comment, and subscribe. We love our subscribers, so come on and join our family. We're all family here. All right, family. Peace, love, and blessings. Thanks so much. Bye bye.